on Monday, which is yesterday. And unfortunately, we used taxpayers' money from this place to hire vehicles, and went there, wasted a lot of time. We were received by the same CEO, and then upon now going to the warehouses, she declined not to accompany the committee because she already had a board meeting that was ongoing at that particular time. So we really wondered, and that is the reason why we wanted to start there. Our members, I think it was a very discouraging moment, and I think I mentioned to you, CS, and I think we need a good explanation as to why that happened yesterday and why she is not in today. Let's start from there, maybe.
Chair, maybe to support what you have said and the question by Senator Chute, I think now we understand because KNTC has been taking Kenyans with a high degree of contempt, and the same contempt has been delivered or shared or brought to our feet at the Senate. I think the first thing that we should do is for us to cancel this meeting, all of us to go to KNTC. We all have the PSs here, we have the CS here, so that at least the MD or the CEO of KNTC should explain in front of our boss why they take this committee in contempt. We left everything that was supposed to be done yesterday because we want Kenyans to understand whether this oil we are hearing is there. I am a Kenya Kwanza government legislator. We are explaining to Kenyans that the oil is there. We are telling Kenyans the oil is there. We are defending our government. But when we go to see whether the oil is there, you find somebody is locking the containers, they don't want to open the containers. Now, what does that leave us as a Senate and me as a legislator? So, Chair, I think the first thing that we should do is to conclude this committee. We have vehicles fueled by government. We go, it's not very far, it's just here, Enterprise Road, Likoni Lane, so that we go and see whether it's there. Then from there, the meeting can go on, Chair. That is my submission.
Any other views from any other member?
Thank you, Chair. We registered our displeasure yesterday when we went to the KNTC offices. There was no officer, there was no PS who was ready to accompany the committee to the warehouses. We were very disappointed as a committee. Chair, but I think now that we have a time and we have so many pending statements before the committee, I suggest that we proceed because all of these statements that were forwarded to this committee were directed to the Cabinet Secretary, and the Cabinet Secretary is here, and we can listen, and later we can tackle other issues. But the CS should register apology to this committee. Why the apology for what happened yesterday? Thank you.
Any other member, maybe?
It was so important that the committee visited the warehouses yesterday. As you all know, this is a matter of public interest. So I think it should be handled carefully, and please let us give the public the correct impression. Thank you.
CS, what do you have to say on this matter?
Thank you, Chair and honorable members. I am aware that the committee was to visit the go-downs and that the managing director was there to receive the committee. But Chair, in a turn of events yesterday, investigating government authorities found it necessary to call the managing director to record some statements and give information. and even as at this morning, that is still going on. My request, Chair, is that we handle the other pending issues and you allow me to come back when that process has been finalized, so that not to impact in any way the process that was going on last night and still continuing this morning. Thank you, Chair.
CS, what is this process? Maybe you can clarify.
I understand the DCI called the managing director, and they're still with her since last night, and I've confirmed that this is the case.
Chair.
Chair, our CS here, she came before my committee many times, and I don't know what happened when she got the transfer to Trade Ministry. I don't know if she changed her attitude. Because, Chairman, the CS is telling us the managing director can go to DCI but cannot come to Parliament. How can she refuse to attend to Parliament issues and then she now goes to DCI to record a statement? Yesterday, when you people went there, she was there. The board was sitting. She should have told us exactly what transpired yesterday, not the story of today. She was there yesterday, the board was meeting yesterday, and she knew very well we were supposed to meet her and go and view those cooking oil. So let her tell us the exact position, what transpired yesterday.
Maybe CS, you know, I think it is good that we clarify, and if there is a way of apologizing on this, because it is a direct dishonest to this committee, that the CEO and the entire organization are not serious on Parliament issues. Just imagine that we are there, ready to go and view see the warehouses, but somebody just literally refused to open the warehouses. And as what my Shimoa Kiambu Dango has said, we really wanted to show Kenyans that you have oil, because you see now we are representatives of the many Kenyans who are also having so many questions. And this is the only way that Parliament can help you CS to sanctify these issues and clarify these issues. So I don't know why this CEO is so adamant, not really serious to work with the committee. We need really to have a clarification on this, because we are yet to get this.
Thank you, Chair and members. Yesterday morning, the managing director was to receive you members at the warehouse. I learned from you, Chair, that she was not present.
She was present, yes, but he refused to accompany us to the godowns. He gave us one of the PA. What is the name of this PA? He's here. What is your name?
Hussein.
Hussein. Yeah, he gave us Hussein to accompany the committee.
And procurement manager.
Confirm.
So, Chair, after your call, when I followed up with her, she did say that it was a lapse on her side, which I take seriously. I want to apologize for what happened in the morning, and I did have a conversation with her. About today is that the DCI picked her, not that she opted to go there and not to Parliament. So from last evening, she is recording some statements. That's why she couldn't come today. But if she was available, she would have been here with me. I would have ensured that. But for the morning session, I do apologize for that occurrence. And I was ready to take it up, Chair.
Members?
I don't know, because, you know, we are the people who are receiving bashing from the public. we defend our government with water and blood. But whenever we are treated that way, we even start questioning the government that we are supporting and defending. So if a junior officer or an officer from that department would want to show us that we don't know what we are doing, Chairman, this is something that needs for us to stop everything that we are doing. Let me tell you what will happen. The DCI will start investigation, someone will go to court, and this matter will now be told is a matter in court that this committee cannot deal with until the court process. So now that they have not gone to court, nobody should stop us from doing what we are doing. The committee, under the Constitution, has the powers of the High Court chair. And having the powers of the High Court, we are also an investigative body, such that DCI can call you when you're here and you don't go, they wait. DCI can either write to you or arrest you. But when you're here, you have to be listened by the committee. So, Chair, for the benefit of the people that I represent, I was elected by the people of Kiambu, almost 600,000 people. For the benefit of them, we need to see this oil. We need to stop everything. The country, the only emergency that this country has is El Nino. So any other issue here, and the second one I think is the oil, is about liquids, Chair. So we need to stop everything else. We go to that go downs, we see the oil, then we come and we start discussing this, Chair.
What is the view of the members?
Chairman, my view is, well, in support of Senator Thangwa. Senator Thangwa is talking about being UDA senator, legislature, and I totally agree with him. Everywhere we go, we have a problem. People are telling us this is a government which is stealing right center, Mbele, Nyuma, everywhere. So, Chairman, I wanted to make a suggestion. There is a theft, or money has been lost in terms of billions. We know it. And even the president knows it. He knows these things. And the CS front of us here, I know she was not there, but she has seen something. There is a problem that she has encountered. And if we just keep quiet, Mr. Chairman, then this country will be in a lot of problems. I wanted, if possible, I know it is possible, we need to call the former minister, CS, to come before this committee, because they went to Dubai to negotiate the price of the oil. And not only the oil, even rice has a problem. As we are speaking now, there is an interest issue from KCB.
So maybe let me please, due respect, cut you short.
Yes.
We are yet on the conversation on whether to continue or not regarding the request from Mheshimiwa Thangwa. So maybe we can start on that. Otherwise, now you've gotten to, you're now direct to the meeting, you know,
Chairman,
so that at least we're able to conclude on one thing.
Chairman, what I'm trying to say is this. The issue before you today, one of the issues is my issue. I'm talking about my issue. My issue, what I'm saying, the issue of...
Before we dispense, let's agree.
Okay, Chairman.
Please.
Thank you, Chair. I think we have a procedure which we follow as a committee or as a Senate to transact our business. And Chair, before us today, there is the order of business and there is an agenda for this committee. And the issue of KNTC is not the only agenda we are deliberating today. We have about 8 other statements. So I ask you, Chair, and honorable members, that we need to proceed with other statements, and maybe we need to maybe not receive the KNTC response so that we can visit the go-downs or the warehouses later. So that's my view. Chair, we proceed, but so that we can dispense all these pending statements before the committee, and I'm sure we have the responses on time that was delivered yesterday by the Cabinet Secretary. Thank you.
Thank you.
I agree with the Senator Alegu.
Thank you. Maybe for purposes of us getting to the order of the day, I request Mheshimiwa Dhangwa that we just continue for today, because one, we usually have procedures on how we also visit such places. We request and we order for approvals with the Secretary, with Senate, so that we're able to visit such places. And we need to arrange a proper day, which we can also agree with the Cabinet Secretary on us visiting that place again. So I request that we just continue for today, because we have quite a number of things. And for respect also of the Cabinet Secretary, who is newly appointed in this docket, I want to give you more time, or even to, a benefit of doubt, because we've been having so many problems with this ministry, CS. And because of that, Mheshimiwa Dhangwa, you can see the kind of delegation that is coming in with. It's high. In fact, it seems like they have closed shop today. The ministry is here. All the three PSSs are here. The directors are here. So I think with that respect also of the Cabinet Secretary, I request that we just continue and dispense with a few things that we have here. And again, a third and fourth-ish item is because of the respect that they have given us almost 7 statements that has been pending in our ministry. So I think with that, let's just give her a chance. We listen to her, and then thereafter we will schedule a date with her, which she will accompany us to that warehouses immediately after we conclude this meeting, please.
Chair, before I say whether I agree with you or not, one thing, you've said that we have processes that we have to go through for us to get clearance. Does that mean yesterday we did not have clearance? Or we had? So it is the KNTC that did not follow on that.
Correct.
The other thing is, I understand and I respect the CS so much, because I believe she means well. I've been a minister in a county, so I understand when these things happen. Maybe whatever I'm doing is also going to be of great help to the CS. Maybe she is taken on ransom, The same people who are buying this oil, they're here, Chair. So stop saying that we respect the CS. I'm helping the CS. I'm helping the CS for her to know. Have you seen the go downs yourself? No. You see? So, Chair, don't take this committee, don't take it this way. Let's go see the oil. The other statements can wait. Chair, so that when I stand to the people and I tell them there is oil, I say I've seen it.
I think you're almost to convince me, but
please be convinced. Be convinced, Chair. We are helping this department and we are helping this country.
Because she can also say, I can even see from her face that she has not even visited the warehouses herself.
Let's help her. Maybe they're also denying her to go and see
Anyway, but for purposes of ruling, I think, Mheshimiwa, let me just rule that we just continue. Then thereafter we'll fix a date for us to visit the warehouse. Otherwise, Omutata, you have something? Please help me to convince Mheshimiwa Dhangwa.
It's like you're determined not to hear my voice, because my mic has been on for quite some time. I think it's a bit unfortunate, because yesterday when we arrived at that place, there was really no preparation for us. We spent a lot of time standing outside. Then our junior officer came and ushered us into the CEO's office. And then when we were to go, the board members did not even get to have the courtesy to come and say hi to us. So it was just complete contempt. And I don't think I'm the person who I believe in one thing. I believe we are all equal. But if you want to show me that you are we are not equal, then I'm the better party. And that one is not negotiable. And when you look at this issue of this oil, we are talking about money, billions of shillings. We are talking about the risk of the public taking over this debt is very high. You have looked at the figures there, the computations you have done. You can see there's a big loss already being made. And so, and then last time the Honorable CS gave us an indication that she will not have time this year. And when she has time, we shall not be here because we are going to the Yala Games, you see. So basically, and then there's Christmas. We are basically saying that we are going to look at this matter in February. I don't know if we are ready to pick it that way. And then for me, I had come prepared for nothing else but for this. So if you go pick up another agenda, I may as good as walk out, because I'll not be able to contribute anything. I think this time has come to hold standards, to have some standards. These things of running government like a kiosk must come to an end. There have to be standards. People have to be held accountable. I know the DCI picked this lady. The DCI has not informed us that he picked this lady. We never even got the prior information. That's a continuation of the contempt. And nothing stops the DCI allowing her to attend this meeting. So for me, I felt that our inquiry was not welcome. And everything is being done to frustrate it, to make sure that the matter, what has happened, goes undetected. And I personally will be saying that maybe if we can't continue, if we can't prosecute the oil, we go for Christmas. I will not be able to sit in this meeting.
Chair, maybe I could just urge my colleagues, now that they have registered their disappointments very strongly, if they could allow that we've got so many pending issues with this ministry. You remember we were not able to get the CS for the better part of this year. So if you could please allow us, or allow the CS to execute what is on the table today. We still have a whole week next week. Maybe if we can make those arrangements and agree, come up with a tentative date where we can do that, and before the close of week next week, and I think we go on recess, we can be able to handle that and let the public know exactly what is the position. I would urge them to please indulge with the chair and agree.
Some of the information that were given by the members contributing is not accurate. This committee is able to sit even on a recess. You can call for meetings. And also, the business before this committee is not only on KNTC. I agree that we are disappointed with the CEO, and this matter has been before this committee for quite some time. But also, other statements that have been also before this committee need to be attended. So we are only asking you, Chair, that we need to proceed with other statements, and we can also reschedule our meeting with KNTC and visiting to their warehouses next week. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you very much. I see, as you can really feel the heat in the house, because you see the relationship between us and your ministry has never been well. The former cabinet minister, CS, or cabinet secretary that was there before, opted not to ever appear before this committee, and that is the reason why you're really seeing a lot of backlog on this, because of such kind of issues. And I think it trickled down to the technical officers, whom probably they were told not to attend to this committee. But we really want to appreciate one of the officers, the PS for investment. He has been always at least responding to us whenever we make some requests. But nevertheless, you can see the backlog and the kind of hit that is within ourselves. I want to request you, you know, from your last conversation or our last interaction to this committee, CS, we heard of your plan, and that is the reason why Mheshimiwa Omutata is saying there is no. Let's just be in order, please. Just a minute.
Just start my
just a minute, because
through you, Chair, because
yes, okay.
As you know, I was in Busia over the weekend. I usually come back on Tuesday morning. I do my work in the constituency. I came back on Sunday evening to be able to attend to this meeting and then some bagger just wants to frustrate that. We're not going to take it lightly. Let us have this country operate. Let us have this country operate. You know, if we keep on lowering our standards, we remain a third world country. Me, I was born in a third world country. I want to die in a first world country. And my lifespan is not very long.
It is long.
No.
God is there.
Lifespan in this country, so you can't get more than 100 years.
It is true. So, for reason of for us to agree on what Mheshimiwa Omutata is saying, Mheshimiwa CS, we heard that previously you had a very long program. Equally to us, we only have this week and probably next week. We don't have time. We are almost going to a long recess. So that is the reason why we are saying people are just there to waste this time, at the time of this committee, so that we go up to almost February to be able to execute these issues. We don't want to work, Mheshimiwa Lelego Daktari, on recess. We have so many other plans to do. We want to work within the time. Secondly, as you can see, Cabinet CS, we have more than eight statements that just needed a response. These responses that you have given us today, we've been waiting for the last 8 months. And you had PSSs that were there. They were never been transferred. They have been here since they were sworn in, but they cannot give a response like this to the CS so that he can forward it to us, so that we can forward to this, the senators. So please, CS, please tell us what is your plan. Like tomorrow, what is your plan so that we are able to execute these matters today and convince as well, so that we are able to know your seriousness and how we can execute these matters without any delay.
Thank you, Chair. When I was here last week, we were trying to plan a meeting for Thursday, the 30th. Then I indicated we will be going for COP28, and that's why we brought it forward to today. So that issue we managed by me creating availability today. I did tell you that yesterday when we spoke, we had a meeting in the morning which I attended, and just before 10 o'clock, I requested His Excellency to allow me to exit the meeting to attend to Senate. I think I have so far in the last 7 days being here twice and rescheduling everything is a demonstration that I take this committee and the House with a lot of seriousness. And even going forward, like I did confirm last week, we will be available and we will be there to give information that is required and in an accurate manner and in a timely manner. We also undertook to first clear the backlog, which I found and which has been existing. And this is the document that we have today, having the backlog of the questions that are outstanding. Thank you, Chair.
I'm yet to be convinced again, because I thought you were to give us the plan on how we can execute these matters for KNTC. Like, when are you available for us to visit with you from tomorrow, Thursday, going forward?
Chair, we can do Thursday morning if the committee is available.
Members?
Chair, I agree with the CS. If we can do it Thursday morning, but as I agree, I want to put for the record the reason why we should not go on with this meeting, we wait till Thursday, is one, the department will respect this committee to understand whatever we are doing, we're not doing it for our own self. And two, it will also send a message to those who are requesting for these statements that this is a serious committee. You cannot just request a statement for you just to find acquaintances. You're requesting a statement for a committee to go through thorough, to get to understand. It is not just somebody to request a statement so that you can collect telephone numbers left, right, and center. This is a committee that shall be taken with the seriousness it deserves. So, Chairman, let's agree with the CS. We do it on Thursday morning. They have a very nice boardroom there. We continue with that meeting in that boardroom. But for now, just dismiss this sitting.
Okay, I think let me rule this. I'm sure the members are quite discouraged with the kind of approach, but because of the request from Mheshimiwa Dhangwa, Mheshimiwa Omutata, and the rest, let me come to a conclusion of this meeting. CS, let's have this meeting on Thursday at 11 at KNTC. That's okay.
Earlier than that, maybe she was to go to the cabinet.
Oh.
She indicated that in the last meeting, yeah. Maybe you can inquire whether 11 is okay or you can go earlier. The earlier the better, Chair. 8 a.m., 9.
In fact, if it would be 8, it would be okay.
Chair, I can be excused for the other engagements and attend to the committee so that we finalize these issues.
Okay, so we make it what? What time? 8. 9 at KNTC. CS, this committee was to meet with the Director General of KRA on Thursday, but we'll cancel that. You see, and it will be a very urgent issue or urgent notice for her also, for him also to appear before this committee. But because of that, we are able to cancel that to attend to your issues, because they are much more important than any other thing. This is issues regarding cost of living to the country, and issues that are very much dear to the Kenyans. So we can't really want to postpone any further. So maybe we can reschedule this meeting to Thursday 9 at KNTC offices. Thank you, CS. The meeting stands adjourned.